Welcome guys, my name is Stone Mountain, back with another video today. My fifth one. I prepared a couple of them over the past couple of days, but this one I didn't unfortunately get to. It's not particularly my favorite of the maps of the DLCs. Excellent map for the FAL, and I'll be talking about this a little bit more in a couple seconds here, but it's still a great map. But I was just so busy once I got back from this event. I was actually down in San Francisco. If you guys didn't catch my other videos, definitely check out the first one from this, where I kind of talk about everything that's new coming to the DLC. But I mentioned there that I was down in San Francisco. Yeah, flew me down there, played this stuff. When I got back, man, I was just super slammed at work. And then on top of that, I had to catch up on some videos, watch some more clips. I also have been getting a bunch of crashes on my PC, so I finally got some of that situated. I did like a full refresh of my computer and reinstalled a bunch of programs. I now switched to Adobe Premiere to start doing some of my editing. So I've been trying to learn that program a bit, but regardless, I'm getting back in the swing of things. I'm going to be doing some more YOLO on the battlefield coming soon, and getting back into my main 3 series here. Anyways, let's talk a bit about this map. Pretty sick map. Like I said, it's not my personal favorite, but that being said, it's got some unique aspects to it that I did really like. Very infantry focused. If you guys like that, no vehicles on this map. And on top of that, it actually feels a lot like the block, right? Where you've got a very straight and narrow map. The block is just like a long alleyway almost, just a really long strip that you can go in. This map is set up similar to that, where if you look at the map, it's just a very long way you can go, and there's only 2 floors on it. When you compare this to some of the other DLC maps, I guess Backwoods is also pretty flat, but it's got some different elevations to it. When you're talking about like the Beat though, which is the map with the apartments, the 3 different levels of apartments in the middle, you can go a lot of different altitudes there. Same with Code Blue. That's the giant disco type map. That thing is a giant map. It doesn't really look like it from playing it because there's not a lot of open big spaces, but there's a giant building in the middle, and then there's a bunch of buildings on the side that you can even get up on the 2nd floor. It's a construction site. There's a lot of different places you can go, and because you can get up on a bunch of different roofs, and that middle building's got 3 different roofs to it, there's a lot of having to look out for that. When you're playing on this map, it's a lot more straightforward, right? You've got the 2nd floor and the bottom floor. There's a lot of different places you can kind of get behind, which has got some good cover for it. And for me, it played really well on Heist. And actually, it was pretty interesting. It was set up like the block as well, where you had to get the bags from one side, pretty much where you spawned, all the way upstream to where the enemies were coming from. I always liked those types of game modes. I was always a big fan of Rush as well in Battlefield, but really cool mode. And you know, this was supposed to be a little bit more close range. I think, you know, shotguns having a better advantage as well as the SMG guys. But I noticed, I tried the shotgun out. I don't know if it's just me not being good with shotguns or never using them in general, but I like the long range just so much better. The assault rifles in particular, I was using the FAL on this one. The FAL, I was talking about this as well in some of my other ones. It compares well to the SG, but it's got a little bit higher damage, so that'll help you in close range because you can just hip fire it, get some kills. And it was beasting for me on this map, so I really loved it for this. I definitely enjoyed it on Bounty Hunter as well, which is what you see a lot of gameplay from this. The thing is, though, I'm interested to see how Bounty Hunter is really going to play it, as well as all of these maps. The group of us that's playing at the events is 30 YouTubers. We're all trying to get good kills, maybe play the objective a bit, but when it comes to picking up points and stuff, I don't know how many people were really going hard for the objective. I think it was more trying to get some good kill streaks together so you could get some good gameplay to upload and entertain people with. So, you know, it's a bit different, but once it gets out there, it's going to be interesting to see kind of how you guys play the game if you are playing the game. That's one thing. So, like, we were all playing on PC when we were there as well, but even on PC gameplay stats in general, there's about 10 times the amount of people playing Battlefield 4 right now. And with DLC coming out, that's, you know, I think it's going to be 15 bucks or something. I'm not entirely sure. Premium was about 50 bucks or whatever it was. So you're already isolating a lot of people out that aren't really even playing the game at this point, on PC in particular. So it's going to be interesting to see how many people are really playing on this. For instance, we had the servers come out that were the community test environment where we can test patches before they come out to everybody else, essentially in this testing zone. That's only on PC, but I've tried to find a couple games for it, but it would just be me playing, so I've never really actually tried it out. And there's also, I don't really know what's going on in there right now, so I'm not sure. Maybe they're just not even testing anything. Regardless, I hope that there's a good amount of people playing this, because I definitely had a good time. I want to get some games going, and if nothing else, hopefully you guys will want to join me. I'll probably do some streams on the weekends, and I'm going to try and set up a more legit streaming schedule as well, so I can do that a bit more, and we can at least get games together if you guys want to play with me, because that was one of the things when I first started playing, was I wanted to get a good squad of guys together to play the games, and that was always something that I used to do for Call of Duty Black Ops back in the day when I first started my channel a couple of years ago, and it's something that I want to do more of on this. So I'm gonna try and make a more scheduled stream schedule, a better stream schedule, and then probably set some stuff up. But that's going to be all in the works. Now that all of these videos are done, I've got some more time, so I'm going to be doing some more stuff this weekend. Like I said, working on some YOLOs, organizing some more stuff, practicing with Premiere, and hopefully making my channel even better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new. Click the thumbs up if you did enjoy, and I'll see you soon. This is StoneMountain64, signing out.